are just gonna get into it. Right now, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my in-depth. I'm gonna just show you my in-depth makeup routine for real, and how I do it. I prime with Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer, a favorite of mine. And then right now I have on the MAC Studio Fix. I don't have the bottle, I just have this little sample. It's NW50. And then I will put, as you can see, I do have some on my face. So like, I'm just gonna spray some Morphe spray, some Morphe setting mist. I like to use this throughout my makeup application. And I will also do it like at the end of my makeup application. So now I'm just blending that foundation in. I used the Sephora Pro foundation brush. It's the number 60 brush. And I just use like stippling motions like this to blend out. I don't, you feel me? I just stipple motions. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealers. I don't do my brows until after. And I'm probably not gonna do it after my eyeshadow, but I'm gonna go in with my concealers. These are my favorite Pat McGrath concealers. I need to get more, but right now I'm broke. I'm in between jobs. And yeah. I wanted to participate in the Sephora sale. Okay, girl, I'm Rouge. I wanted to participate, but girl, I'm broke and y'all up here boycotting anyway. So I'm gonna go in like my inner corner with M15, which I probably need some more of, like that. Yeah, girl, when you scraping, girl. And I need a new chair. Y'all don't hear this chair squeak the whole entire video, and I don't want that to happen. But y'all gonna hear it occasionally. I need a new fucking chair. And then I go in with ND24 at the corner of my eyes like this. Sometimes I don't notice the squeaky chair, but it's there. And I'm trying not to make it like super prevalent. Then, see, bullshit. So, then I usually blend out my concealer with a concealer brush. This is my Sephora 71 brush. So I don't use beauty blenders anymore because beauty blenders, in my honest opinion, I feel like they are unhygienic. How I blend, I start at the edges of that concealer, right? I start at the edges. 8 minutes and 29, 30 seconds, 31. But I start at the edge of that concealer and then I just blend it in right to that corner of the darker light concealer. And you want to do stippling motions again. Sometimes I like to take it against the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to get started on the other side. Just do those edges like so. My skin looks so good, y'all. This is that MAC foundation. I'm gonna go in. Sometimes you'll need to go in. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was my grandma calling. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you want like a more brighter eye, you can go back in with that bright concealer. And then for the rest of the face, I'm gonna need a new concealer. I have no more concealer in here. When it comes to doing your base, placement is definitely important. It does make a difference where you place certain things. So the only time I do like that swipe blending is when I'm trying to diffuse the edges of like something. Like for example, I'm trying to diffuse my concealer. And if I want to blend that out more, I will go back in with my foundation brush that I use to apply my foundation, and I will just further blend that concealer in. I also do it on the corners where I did my bright under eye, where I did my cupid's bow and my chin area, just so everything can like kind of blend cohesively. You see that blend, y'all? That's how you want your foundation to be. Now this is a step where I would forget to apply my liquid blush, and to be honest, a liquid blush or a cream blush, honestly, it's kind of crucial because it does help your powder blush really stand out. If you want like a baby doll pink, get Blush Lily by Juvia's Place. Apply it in areas like you want to apply your blush in like the highest points of your face, so like your cheekbones. I like to apply it where I applied that that concealer. To blend out that liquid blush, I'm using this highlighter brush from Sephora. It's the number 98 brush. It's kind of fluffy. And it's good for like cream powders and stuff like that. Right, I like to get it like under the eye as well. You see that baby doll pinkness? Like, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. And you want to use stipple motions to blend it out, along with maybe like swipe motions going up, but just swipe motions in one direction, not just one direction. Also, you can add more, build up that intensity. Sometimes I like to add more after I blend this one out. That's why I really love Blush Lily so bad, because you can just build up that product. So I'm gonna blend that concealer right into that blush as well. You have that on the cheeks and everything. You also want to take your foundation brush and just blend out the edges of that blush as well. Just make sure that everything has like a smooth transition. So after that, I just like to go in with my setting powder. I'm using Huda Beauty in Peach Pie, and I just like to start pressing that in under my eye first. After that set, I like to go in with a powder puff, and this is my Sephora powder puff. I'm gonna pick some up, a generous even amount, boom, like that. Rub it on the back of my hand. I got this technique from Jackie Aina. Rub it on the back of my hand, boom. Maybe rub a little bit more, because yeah. Okay, boom, that's good. And then I'm just going to press that setting powder in the under eye. You know, you want to press it into the under eye, okay? So that concealer, this is just so that concealer does not move. You don't want that concealer moving no fucking where, nowhere. You don't want that concealer moving. You don't want that blush moving. So that's what that is for. I'm taking my NARS bronzer. I like to take my powder brush, my number 59 Sephora powder brush. I would just basically bronze tour everywhere. And this is how I will do it. Circular motions like that. As you can see. I mean, I already have high cheekbones, so I don't really need to do too much, too much, but I'll take it around the perimeter of my forehead. Boom, bada bing, bada bam. Y'all see that color? And then I like to, you know, emphasize it right there. But y'all see that color? It's such a nice neutral, like, bronzy glow, bronzy contoury glow. I go back in with my Huda Beauty. In with that NARS bronzer, and I'm gonna do my bronze tour on my nose, and this is how I do it. I like to have it meet where I would draw my eyebrows on, like so. And sometimes I'll just do it in like circular motions and create that little, I don't go all the way down, just a little bit like that. Like so, and then like I will keep it from there, and then I'll just continue to blend it out like in circular motions, if you will, like so. You see how that's diffusing? And sometimes I just like to bring it up there just to diffuse even more. But yeah, that's how I like to do my bronze tour. I do also like to go back in with my concealer brush to also blend it out as well. So back in with my Sephora 71 brush, I would do little patting motions just to like further like diffuse it out, make the blending a little bit more less harsh, because you want to get that, you see how it looks like a Y, you want that Y effect, you feel me? You also want to use a powder blush that's kind of like on the same, like in the same color family as the liquid blush that you did. I don't have like a baby pink powder blush, but you just want to, since this is kind of like a bluish baby pink, that's the type of blush I'm going to be looking for in my Beauty Bay Berries palette. And I use this shade, it's called Manicure. As you see, yes, more blush, more blush, more blush, more blush, more blush, yes, more blush. I also like to apply some at the bridge of my nose. So baby doll, so pink. So that was my base routine. Thank you guys if you stick around just to see how I do just like my base. I always get questions on like the type of blushes I use, the type of concealers, the type of foundations, and I just wanted to make like an in-depth video so it can be available to the masses, since I literally just got good at makeup. No lie. Been doing makeup for a long time, but I literally just got good. These are the 7 brushes that I used, that are like probably really crucial, and you really would only need these 7 brushes. I do recommend you like invest in your brushes. These last me a long time, especially this foundation brush, this flat top kabuki. I've always been a flat top kabuki type of girl. But this foundation brush is going to be your best friend. Again, this is the number 60 for foundation brush. The number 71 for concealer brush to blend out your concealer. The number 98, it's a highlighter brush, but I use it to blend out my cream blushes. So perfect. This is your NARS powder brush. It's really like, it's a precision powder brush, so you can really get in there, like in the corners of your eyes. Definitely recommend. And this is a NARS precision blender brush. I use it as like an eyeshadow brush. It is an eyeshadow brush, but I really like to use it to like blend out my nose bronze tour. Really perfect. You got your blush brush, your number 99 Pro Blush Brush by Sephora. I use this only for the powders, my powder blushes. And then you have this number 59 powder brush by Sephora. This really fits in the hollows of your cheeks if you're trying to like use powder to either bronze or contour. But like I told you guys, I bronze tour, and yeah, like that's, well, this is not the finished face. Sometimes I would do eyebrows, sometimes I won't. Like I would just rock a face with no eyebrows like this. But I probably will make a separate video strictly for eyebrows and strictly for the eye look that I'm trying to do today. But thank you for tuning in, and until next time.